Today we're going to discuss the wonders of pick, pack and dispatch. As an SME, maximising your team's efforts in this process can ensure quicker profits and positive customer feedback. So let's get right to it. Your pick, pack and dispatch process may be as simple as grabbing the product from a different room, labelling it and then taking it to the post office. Or it could be as complex as having multiple employees finding your stock in a warehouse, manually inputting data, matching up invoices and then sending off the package to the courier. Whatever the size of your business, there's always aspects of your pick, pack, dispatch process that can be improved. We'll be highlighting the bits of the process for you to evaluate, leading to a slicker overall process. First of all though, let's look at some stats. Research shows that a whopping 70% of labour time is used for picking products. Having dead time is common, with pickers spending more than half their day walking around the warehouse between picks. Finally, retailers actually generate over half their sales from 1/5 of their product catalogue. That means a lot of products in their catalogue aren't being sold as frequently. Finding the products in that 1/5 and making them easily accessible within your pick, pack, dispatch process can lead to time saving and minimise the aforementioned dead time, because your pickers are much more likely to be picking the most popular products in your warehouse. So how do you optimise your pick, pack, dispatch process? Well, pick, pack, dispatch is all about control. It's about making sure you know which orders are at which stages at any given time. Where are your key customer orders? And is anything stalled or held up? Is everything running as it should be? Having some kind of structure in place is key to a fluid process. A feature such as Sales Invoice Manager can visually break down where your orders are at any given stage of the process. It's a little like having dynamic KPIs right in front of you. For small businesses, it may well be the case that their priority is quickly printing out a dispatch note, putting the delivery together and getting it sent out as quickly as possible, and that's fine. But when it comes to thinking about the future of your business, it's important to consider how you're going to deal with significant growth. What happens when you go from 2 or 3 orders to 100 orders a day? Let's see how you'd handle pick, pack and dispatch process in our system, Chaos Control. Every order, whether taken over the phone or online through one of your sales channels, will be put into a hub. The hub allows you to move orders back and forth depending on the relevant stage in the process. This really is key because it gives everyone who can access the pick, pack and dispatch area an overview of the status of the orders and who's dealing with them. A smart solution will give you the flexibility to select and add more intuitive elements to the process, meaning you can utilise powerful filters and rules to prioritise what gets fulfilled first. Prioritise anything from order value to courier to ensure the most important orders get out the door first. Are you making the most from automation in your pick, pack, dispatch process? You want a system that can pick up on certain order values, such as order priority or a specific type of customer invoice or value. Automation takes away the manual need to look at every single order coming in and instead sends the orders to the relevant stage. An order can go into manual hold, awaiting stock, or move straight into priority orders. Allowing automation at this stage will downskill your warehouse roles and alleviate tedious jobs that can normally lead to errors. Your team, for example, don't need to remember that certain types of orders coming in from Amazon require higher priority than those from eBay or Etsy. The system knows, so you don't have to. We talked earlier about the importance of control when it comes to pick, pack and dispatch process. So what are some of the ways you can gain control in your processes? First is to making sure your staff and warehouse are as organised as possible. Often with smaller businesses, you tend to have staff who are involved in every stage of the pick, pack, dispatch process. Typically, this can mean each stage isn't consistently given the same amount of importance as the next. It's seen as a laborious task. However, when your staff start to specialise in picking alone, the dynamic in importance shifts. With the help of a system, the parameters of these different roles can be laid out clearly for the benefit of your staff and the process as a whole. In essence, the more granular you make the process, the better. Make sure that your pickers remain picking, rather than them going off to do some dispatch because the day hasn't been structured properly. Refining your process also helps you work out any flaws in your setup. So if your picking stage is always clear and your shipping is always full, you probably haven't got enough people working in shipping. Warehouse workers are typically temporary, so you don't always have time to bring them on board and spend time on days of training. Having a system informs your staff of key information at key stages, which saves time and saves a lot of effort. When it comes to your shipping process, an automated system will auto-assign data to the relevant couriers. Chaos Control's integrations allow shipping information to be automatically sent to the couriers. In most instances, the courier will send back the consignment reference, which can be emailed to the customer for them to track their package. This automated process means the shipping process is efficient and the user errors are reduced, making for happy customers and even happier staff. We've discussed how automation can help your warehouse team, but what about your customers? Having a system that provides email management can be crucial when it comes to keeping your customers informed of their order. We've got used to this in this day and age, but having a touch point at every stage in the process can be invaluable to some customers. If an order is held up because it needs some particular processing doing to it, an email management system can quickly fire off an automated email to let your customer know what's happening, as well as more ordinary dispatch confirmation emails. Using email management alongside your pick-pack dispatch process allows you to give your customers key bits of information at every touch point. You're not only sending out key updates that many customers will expect to see, but you're expressing who you are as a brand in your communications. Are you the guy next door kind of brand, or a formal high-end luxury brand? Your emails give you the opportunity to build the picture of who you are with your customers. Our final bit of the journey is dispatching. You've probably been bombarded with different courier offerings and blogs giving you the lowdown on choosing the perfect courier. Our advice is to compare your best offerings. A lot of couriers offer similar incentives to SMEs, so you should focus on sourcing the cheapest courier with the best reviews and functionality. Build up a relationship with your courier if you can. You can always approach them as an SME to see if they have any discounts and such available for small businesses. Getting a main contact can be useful too, so if something goes wrong, you can approach them instead of fighting your way through a handful of sales assistants. Next question to ask yourself is, how can I efficiently manage my stock? With a system like our own, you can easily and effectively manage back orders. As soon as you receive goods from your supplier, you can automatically assign your stock. If you have 100 customers waiting for 1,000 products, for example, and you suddenly book in a big delivery note, having these items released automatically based on rules and priorities means you can get on with dispatching those orders almost immediately. And you don't have to have someone in your team sat allocating stock to orders individually. When it comes to packing, using a system can mean your consumables are configured in the system and update automatically as they decrease, so you know how much packaging you've got left, as well as what you need to replenish. Put simply, yes, you do. Where our system will help you specifically is giving different degrees of prioritisation to your orders. For example, you can say to the system that certain customers are getting a certain item from a purchase order, and as soon as that purchase order comes through, they will get that item. Alternatively, you can also say that a certain block of customers are a priority, so you prioritise their allocation en masse. For example, if you are a medical supply company supplying items to the NHS who have just put in a huge order, you can be sure that with a system in place, the next time a purchase order arrives, the NHS will get their stock with the highest level of priority. Nobody needs to remember this because the system already knows. A fantastic feature that advanced software can offer is the ability to make informed decisions about which couriers to use based on settings you define. If you're sending out valuable products, for example, or you can only send to a certain geographical zone, all of those are accounted for automatically in the system, allocating the right courier to the sales order. The system will advise you, meaning that you're once again downscaling what's expected of your staff. We're nearing the end of the video, but before we part ways, let's quickly discuss the ERP solution, Chaos Control Cloud. This is an affordable, all-in-one solution that allows you to control your stock, accounting, CRM, couriers and more in one place. And it's perfect for SMEs because it's flexible and integrates with other software and multiple key couriers. You can click on the video now to find out more. Any questions? Just pop them in the comments below. We'll see you back here soon for another video.